Here's a list of essential basic topics a beginner network engineer should be familiar with to confidently face a Viva interview board for any ISP or reputed company. HAVR 1. Networking Basics. OSI model. Layers, functions, and protocols used in each layer. TCP/IP model. Understanding of layers and how it relates to the OSI model. IP addressing. IPv4 and IPv6 addressing, subnetting, supernetting, and CIDR notation. MAC addressing, purpose, format, and difference between IP and MAC addresses. Subnetting, calculating subnets, subnet masks, and understanding of public versus private IPs. 2. Routing and switching. Static versus dynamic routing. Understanding of protocols like RIP, OSPF, EIGRP, and BGP. VLANs. Purpose of VLANs, configuration and tagging, 802.1q. Switching concepts, MAC address tables, ARP, and basic switch configuration, STP, port security. Routing concepts, default gateway, routing tables, and troubleshooting basic routing issues. 3. Network devices. Routers' purpose, basic configuration, and difference from switches. Switches. Layer 2 versus Layer 3 switches, trunking, and basic management. Firewalls. Basic firewall functionality, NAT, network address translation, and packet filtering. Access points, wireless LAN concepts, and difference between access points and routers. 4. Network protocols. HTTP, HTTPS, understanding the difference between secure and non-secure communication. DNS, how domain names are translated to IP addresses. DHCP, dynamic IP address allocation and how the process works. FTP SSH, purpose and difference between protocols. ICMP ping, understanding the purpose of ping and traceroute for network troubleshooting. 5. Basic security concepts. Firewalls, functionality and configuration basics. VPNs, understanding of virtual private networks and how they secure communication. ACLs, access control lists, basic configurations for limiting access to networks or services. Encryption basics, public-private key encryption, SSL/TLS concepts. 6. Wireless networks. Wi-Fi standards, 802.11, ABGN, ACX differences. Basic wireless security, WPA2, WPA3, and differences in wireless encryption standards. SSID BSSID, understanding of wireless network identifiers. 7. Network troubleshooting. Basic command line tools, ping, traceroute, NSLOOKUP, IPconfigs, IFconfig, netstat. Common network issues, how to troubleshoot connectivity issues, latency problems, and misconfigurations. 8. Network topologies. Star, ring, mesh, understanding physical and logical topologies and their advantages, disadvantages. WAN technologies. Familiarity with MPLS, Metro Ethernet, and leased lines. 9. Basic configuration and management. CLI, understanding basic CLI commands on network devices. SSH Telnet, remote configuration of network devices. Syslog and SNMP, basic knowledge of network monitoring and logging. 10. Basic cloud networking concepts. Optional but beneficial. Public-private clouds. Basic understanding of cloud infrastructure. Cloud networking. Introduction to virtual private clouds, VPC, cloud load balancers, and peering. This list covers foundational knowledge that would help a beginner network engineer in facing an interview for any ISP or IT company. The focus should be on practical understanding and the ability to explain concepts clearly.